Charolais show is going to be first out. Our judge this morning for the junior show, Jared Mernon of Pompey's Pillar, Montana. Before we open up the show, however, if you would please join me, let's go to the Lord and ask a blessing on our day. Gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you this morning, and Lord, we thank you for this day that you've blessed us with. Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to be here and to show these cattle this morning, Lord. As you've said in your word, yours are the cattle on 1,000 hills, and we thank you, Lord, for the privilege, for the opportunity of being put in charge of those cattle and of caring for them, and we pray, Lord, that we would do that in a way that is glorifying to you. We pray, too, today, Lord, for our nation, for our United States of America. While we are in troubled times, Lord, we are in desperate need of godly leadership in our country. And we just pray, Lord, that in this election year, the men and women of your choosing would be put into positions of power and that they would be given the inclination and the ability to bring a revolution, to bring a change, to bring revival to this nation. And that they would make us to be a nation that's once again united under God. Most of all, Lord, we thank you for the gift of your Son, Jesus Christ. It's in his name that we pray. Amen. If you would now, before we open up the day, rise and give the proper respect for our national anthem. And may God continue to bless these United States of America. We started the day the right way. Let's roll on now, shall we? Class number 2 going to be first out in the Charolais show. We're going to bring in tag number 402. This is Priscilla, shown by Taryn Cox of Walla Walla, Washington. And again, as I said before, Mr. Jared Mernon is our judge today. Jared out of Pompey's Pillar, Montana. Class number 4, senior heifer calves. September and October babies, you are on deck. Your tags 405 and 404, and then we'll drop down to class number 7. Tag number 407 is going to be our 4th to be shown this morning. As I mentioned before, I do think you want to put it on your list of to-do things this afternoon. The On the Rocks Elite Genetics Stick Sale is coming up right here this afternoon. Make sure you're here at 4 o'clock. There's going to be an absolutely wonderful menu of hors d'oeuvres and appetizers. The bar is going to be up and running. Then at 5 o'clock, it'll be the sale. Got 60-plus absolutely superb lots that are going to be offered. You can get a sale catalog over at the office. But I guarantee you, you do want to be here for that one. Let me tell you just a little bit about Jared Mernon. Jared lives in Pompey's Pillar with his wife, Julie, and their 2 children, Claire and Cooper. His children are active in 4-H and FFA, the National Junior Angus Association. His kids show cattle throughout the year at numerous Angus shows across the country. He and his family have a small herd of Angus and commercial cattle with a focus on raising Angus show heifers. And that is just the tip of a very impressive resume for Mr. Jared Mernon. And with that, we're going to walk one in. Enjoy the show and good luck.
Well, sure, honor to get to sort the Junior Charolais show this morning. We're going to be small in numbers, but starting off with a nice quality heifer here in the heifer calf division, single entry, and she'll be the only one, I believe, so automatic division champion as well. Really a nice, high-performing female. She's got some rib, she's got some muscle, really a complete, nice pattern female. She gets around the ring and moves free and easy. Maybe fighting the halter just a little bit. Maybe like to straighten her up in her hind legs. Just wants to maybe hawk in a touch from behind. Part of it, she's just young and fighting the halter, I believe. Really like this female in terms of her slope and angle to the shoulder. Darn sure a heifer calf that could stand some more competition. Really a nice entry here.
Awfully nice start to our show right there. That's tag number 402. That's going to be your champion spring calf heifer. We are going to go to a double entry class right here. There's two to look at. Tag number 405 and tag number 404. Tag 405 comes to us from Anna Geddes of Connell, Washington, as does tag number 404. These will be your senior calf champion heifer in reserve. Tag 407, you're going to be next out. J.D. Ledoux of Harold, South Dakota. Bring us tag 407 in the upcoming class. Just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to some of the great sponsors that we have here at the NILE. First of all, Agribest Feeds, a proud sponsor of the NILE show. Agribest Feeds is proud to offer Redmond salt that contains 60-plus trace minerals in their natural balance. Redmond also available with garlic and natural insect repellent, or our stress blend of natural plant extracts that support good gut health and reduce the chance of coccidiosis. Check out our ad on the back cover of the NILE Premier magazine, or stop by and visit with the Agribest Feeds team at their booth across from the show ring. Also, Stock Show Secrets. Stock Show Secrets would like to wish every exhibitor the very best of luck, and Select Sires offering an expanded sire lineup that includes more elite bulls from respected programs. Select Sires, calving ease, carcass, and cows. Stop by and see Jay Nansel at their booth in the trade show, or visit your local Select Sire representative.
Two nice females in the ring in the fall heifer calf division. Two females that have a lot of performance to them. Really long-bodied, really a ton of growth, which you would expect from the Charolais breed here, in my opinion. Going to leave them just how they stand. The young lady will be first and win this division. Really appreciate this heifer in terms of her length of body, turn to her rib and quarter as she gets around the ring as well. She handles her hind legs just a little freer and easier than the heifer that'll be in second and reserve. Maybe to change this heifer, maybe just clean her up a little through her front, lay her back in her shoulder just a little bit to have that neck come out a little higher to make her perfect. But overall, a really nice heifer. good form to function. Really appreciate her rib shape and how she gets around the ring, especially on her rear two. Nice female to win the division. Young man's heifer, I think, is a little more up-headed, a little cleaner through her front end, but maybe just gets a little bit more upright in her angles off of both ends. Maybe just like to level her out in her hip a touch. Just wants to get a little harder at the ground as you watch her, especially on her rear two. But again, that's being critical of a really nice heifer that'll be the reserve in this division as well. Two nice heifers.
Congratulations to your top two in the class right there. Tag number 405, HACC, Leslie's Duchess, shown by Anna Geddes of Connell, Washington, wearing tag 405 and 404. HACC, Unlimited Venture is your class champion. They'll be your senior calf champion heifer and reserve. That'll bring us to class number 7. Welcoming J.D. Ledoux of Harold, South Dakota. Tag number 407. This is TR MS Lucinda. Junior yearling females, you are going to be next out. Class number 9, tag 400 and 403. You are next in line.
Extremely nice April female here that's a single entry and also single entry in division, and boy, she could stand a lot of competition. This female hits me hard as she enters the ring, just in terms of her presentation and how she gets around the ring. Really appreciate this heifer for depth of body, rib shape, carries that out through her hip, a nice level hip. Good foot and bone to this female, tunnel look from the side. Really like how fresh and well presented she is for this stage of life as well. Really a nice female that sure could stand a lot more competition in division.
Again, a very impressive single entry right there from J.D. Ledoux of Harold, South Dakota. That is your junior calf champion heifer. That'll bring us to class number 9. We welcome in junior yearling females, calving in the months of January and February of last year. There's 2 of them to look at here. Tag 400 from Cora Cattle Company of Ellensburg, Washington. And also tag number 403 from Taryn Cox of Walla Walla, Washington. As they're coming in, let's give a couple more shout-outs to a couple of the tremendous sponsors that we have here for our stock show this year, not the least of which is Pine Coulee Bulls. Bulls bred and tested for convenience, efficiency, and profit traits. Pine Coulee Bulls sale is going to be March 10th, 2025 at the Wagon Box Ranch in Hardin, Montana. They're selling 150 yearling bulls, and thank you to Jim Stamfel and John Carroll. Western Ranch Supplies, serving the big country with quality and service you can trust. Stop into their West End store located just off the Shiloh exit. They're a complete farm and ranch store, from vet supplies to show supplies or fencing to livestock equipment, saddles and tack. They've got an enormous clothing department. Thank you to Rob Erickson, Keith Robinson, and Shane Vandevort. They've got stores right here in Billings, also up the road in Great Falls, and Rocky Mountain Compost. Our thanks to Rocky Mountain Compost for their continued support of the NILE. Again this year, they have supplied all our livestock bedding, and they can provide yours too. They deliver across a 7-state region.
Again, a really nice set of February heifers here. Big, powerful set of females. I'm going to leave them just like they came in. This heifer here in the lead, really appreciate this female for her power, her elegance, really elegant up front. Big rib, she's heavy muscled, stands down on a massive foot. Really just a high performing female with the look. Maybe at times wants to get a little up in her tail head to make her perfect, and part of it maybe she's just being a little lazy as she gets around the ring, but maybe just make her move just a tiny bit more fluid. I think it's just because she's being lazy, but maybe just move off just a little more fluid at times, but picking on a really, really good one. She wins a class and then will also be your division champion. We'll see her out here for overall in a second. Young ladies heifer coming in second and be reserve division. Really a production-oriented female. She's really soft in her rib cage, really sets down on a nice soft hind leg, really long top, straight line type of female. She just kind of gets out horsed by the heifer in front of her in terms of power, in terms of look, but again, a really, really nice female that go on to be a real productive cow.
Couple of very nice entries right there. Tags 400 and 403. 400 from Cora Cattle Company of Ellensburg, Washington, and Taryn Crocs brings us the reserve right there from tag 403 out of Walla Walla, Washington. Number 400 is going to be your senior champion heifer. Let's go now to make selection of our grand champion and reserve grand champion heifers. We'll welcome back to the Ford F-150 show ring all those in contention for selection of grand champion heifer.
Really a nice Charolais Junior Heifer show. Short on numbers, but the quality was there, I think, from the first class clear to the end. So, again, give these juniors a big round of applause for bringing their heifers out this morning and exhibiting them, doing an excellent job. Again, four nice heifers standing out here in the ring, but as it comes down to it, for me, I think it comes down to kind of a two-horse race, and it's the two heifers here in front of me, the older females. Appreciate both of them for in terms of how fresh they are in their presentation. They've got rib, they've got turn to their rib, get around the ring good, nicely balanced females. There's two really, really nice females that are very close in my opinion. But there's one that just hits me for the type that I like, and that's going to be the young lady's heifer right here. Really appreciate her for her femininity, extra length through her front and power. Really a nice female. We'll bring the other young lady out in contention for reserve. Again, another nice heifer as we pull her out that really fits in well in this lineup, but a heifer that just hit me from the time she went in terms of her freshness and power. Young lady's female right in front of me here will be reserved.
Congratulations, tag number 407, J.D. Ledoux of Harold, South Dakota, getting reserve grand champion heifer. And your grand champion heifer comes to us from Ellensburg, Washington, and Cora Cattle Company. Tag number 400, that is M.S. Berkeley Telly. That's going to bring us to our bull show. Class number 13, bull calves, born in the months of January or February. Looks like we've got one of each right here. Tag 401 from Cora Cattle Company of Ellensburg, Washington. This is Maverick. Tag number 409 from Stockton Stroh of ROE, Montana.
Just two head of bulls in the Junior Charolais show, and two both really nice breeding bull prospects as we go. I'll just talk each one of them and then pick your grand and reserve overall. Young ladies bull in front really appreciate this bull for his slope and angle to his shoulder. He really comes out, his neck comes out high out of that top of that shoulder, gives you a striking look there. But he's getting some crest. He's getting some masculinity through that head, which I really, really like. He's straight in his lines, gets around the ring good, shows some testicular development. Just a really nice, complete bull. Like to clean him up a little bit in terms of that skin right in front of the sheath to make him perfect. But again, a really good, sound-moving bull with a lot of look and really good foot and performance to him. Young man's bull here, really appreciate him. He's deep and soft in his rib. He's got good bone work, really good on his front hoof shape. Where I'd like to change this bull is he maybe wants to just bow in a little bit on his rear legs, just kind of walk a little on the outside toes a bit, just like to maybe square him up there. But again, a bull that is clean sheath. He's got some testicular development. I think will be a real good breeding piece down the road, like how that hind leg sits down square to the ground. But with two bulls here, the bull that really grabs me is going to be the young ladies. He'll be a champion. Young man, your bull will be reserved.
Congratulations to our champion right there. That is tag number 401, Maverick, shown by Coro Cattle Company of Ellensburg, Washington. And 409 is going to be reserved. That is Stockton Strove, Roy, Montana. Believe we're going to take a break here for some pictures. Then we do have some showmanship. Couple classes of showmanship will be coming right after the photo ops. Couple of things to talk about while we have a minute here. First of all, if you've got dear ones in your world that wish they could be here but cannot, take heart. Thanks to showbarnflix.com, they can watch everything going on in the Expo Center and the show ring. Just have them go to showbarnflix.com, or they can go to the Show Barn Flix Facebook page, and either way, watch everything that is going on right here. And a shout out also to Next Level Images. They're out of Mount Pleasant, Texas. They're the official photographer for our shows this week. And they've got an office set up just exactly kitty corner across the building from where I'm sitting right now in the northeast corner of the building. Go on down there and check out the kind of pictures they've got. If you've been showing cattle in the show ring, I promise you they'll have some great shots of you. Also, I've been talking about it a little bit already this morning, but it's a pretty good event, so I don't want anybody to miss it for ignorance sake. On the Rocks Elite Genetics Sale is going to be coming up this afternoon. That'll take place at 5 o'clock, but be here a little bit early because at 4 o'clock they're going to have a bar and hors d'oeuvres, appetizers taking place at 4 o'clock. Then the sale is going to be at 5. There are 60-plus outstanding lots that are going to be auctioned off here tonight. There's going to be some great opportunities for you, so make sure that you are here. If you got some questions, you can go to the office and pick up a catalog, and I'll bet you they can tell you anything that you need to know. And we do also want to give a big old thank you to the good folks at ShowFresh H2O. Looks like some of your animals may have a drinking problem. Well, the problem is going to be solved with ShowFresh H2O, the only product designed to eliminate chlorine that may cause your animal not to want to drink. They're designed for your livestock and horses. You can pick up a bottle at your local supply trailer, your farm store, or at swampfox.com. Peak Production Center. Peak Production Center, formerly known as Gen X Hawkeye West, is located at 3800 Duck Creek Road in Billings, Montana. And they house bulls from Gen X and Alter Genetics. You can give them a call and take a tour to check out the bulls this afternoon. K.R. Rao and Wilson Trailers. Wilson is the manufacturer of quality livestock grain flatbeds, drop decks, self-unloading, belt conveyor, and gooseneck trailers. K.R. Rao Company determined 47 years ago that the Wilson trailer brand was the best and had better performance, durability, and value than any other brand X trailer that they had seen go through their facility. Proudly supporting the NILE Top Herdsman Award. Transova Genetics is the industry leader in advanced reproductive technologies, including embryo transfer, in vitro fertilization, sex-sorted semen, as well as genetic preservation and cloning services. For more than 36 years of experience, Transova Genetics is the best partner to equip you with the tools you need to achieve your breeding goals. Origin breeder-to-breeder genetic services, the first and largest genetics company founded and operated by beef cattlemen for beef cattlemen. One stop for custom semen collection, sex sorting and semen, and sales of semen. Featuring the #1 Angus sire of progeny, registered for the past 3 consecutive years and for 4 of the last 5 years. That is Origin. Phillips 66. At Phillips 66, we provide energy for life. Our more than 13,000 employees work safely and responsibly to process, transport, store, and market energy products. These products help to transport, feed, clothe, and care for society every day. Learn more at Phillips66.com. Phillips 66, providing energy and improving lives. Biozeme VitaFirm. Make sure to provide the best quality vitamin and mineral supplement for your herd with the VitaFirm line, powered by Amifirm, a prebiotic proven to increase intake, digestion, and absorption. VitaFirm is proud to sponsor this year's NILE. Hubbard Feeds has a long history of providing research-based nutrition products and innovative support services. We have 22 feed manufacturing locations across the states that provide our dealers and customers with a wide variety of products. At Hubbard, we are driven to provide our customers with products and answers that will improve their profitability, increase their competitive advantage, reduce their risk, and simplify their lives. Tri-State Livestock News is the leading livestock publication in the upper Midwest. They're over 60 years strong. Published every Saturday, Tri-State Livestock News provides timely agribusiness news, rodeo updates, livestock market reports, and community event coverage in a 9-state region. You can visit them online at tsln.com, or better yet, when you come through the front doors of the building here, just turn to the right, and you can go on and check out their booth that's set up right here. They've got some papers there you can pick up and some magazines. All of them are going to provide extremely useful and up-to-date information on the livestock industry. Northern Ag Network, KGHL. NILE Stock Show is brought to you by the flagship station of the Northern Ag Network, home of award-winning farm broadcasters like Taylor Brown, Coulter Brown, Andy Schwab, and Brett McRae. They're on the AM dial at 790, or you can go to 94.7 FM. And thank you to the Clock Tower Inn. The Clock Tower Inn is my home for the week of the Nile. They are located in the downtown Billings area and connected to Stella's Bakery. Also, a thank you to Northern Hotel, Residence Inn by Marriott, Billings Hotel and Convention Center, and Town Place Suites for housing the Nile staff all week long. I believe Mr. Mernon is back and ready for action. Let's roll right into our showmanship. We've got two showmanship classes here this morning, excuse me. Let's start with class number 19. Looks like a pair of entries right here. Holden Limits of Pomeroy, Washington with tag number 414, and Cora Rose Tani of Ephrata, Washington, tag number 411. Good luck to our showmen.
Here in junior showmanship, we've got two juniors out here, but both of them do an excellent job. I appreciate in general their intensity, their awareness of what's going on and how they handle the ring. You can tell this is not their first time in the show ring. They both do an excellent job. Just going to talk a little bit on them both. Young man here, he does a great job, especially for his age. Getting that heifer parked when he does, boy, she's got the look. He does a great job of keeping eye contact. His awareness in the ring, knowing what to do is excellent. So really appreciate that. Maybe just the heifer wanted to fight him a little when he first got in here, but he kept after it and really appreciate that. And then he's got her whipped now, really set up nicely. Maybe could move those front feet just a little square to be perfect, but overall an excellent job, young man. Young lady here, her presence in the ring makes her very, very tough. That heifer really sets up well for her. You can tell worked a lot at home. She pretty well walks right into it, but when she doesn't, she can set those feet easily with the show stick, and that means a lot to get her heifer presented well. pretty well automatic. Love her intensity, just never made a mistake. Two very good close showmen, but today the young lady will be your champion, young man will be your reserve. Excellent job.
Congratulations to Cora Rose Taney of Ephrata, Washington, going to be your champion junior showman. And equal congratulations going to Holden Limits of Pomeroy, Washington, for your reserve junior showmanship champion. We'll go right now to our senior showmanship. We'll bring in tag 415. That'll be Tommy Joe Jensen of Pomeroy, Washington. Also from Pomeroy, Washington, tag number 413, Grayson Slabaugh. Stockton Stroh of Roy, Montana, we're in tag number 409. Anna Geddes of Connell, Washington, tag 404. Taryn Cox of Walla Walla, Washington, with tag 403. And finally, Paxton Hovley of Payette, Idaho, rounds out our class of senior showmen. Good luck.
Really an excellent set of senior showmen out here, and I much prefer to place the cattle than I do the kids, but that's part of it. And I think all six of these showmen could stand a lot of competition. Very, very close in a lot of ways. And I'll just talk maybe each one individually. The young lady here showing a calf. I love her ring presence, how she handles herself and her positioning. Maybe the dance partner, being a calf, nervous out here in the show ring, wasn't quite as good, but she just keeps working. When she gets at Heifer Park, she gives me a really nice look, but maybe just again wants to be a little fidgety. And compared to some of these older, more bred heifers here on the end, when you compare them, and that's just part of showmanship. But overall, you do an excellent job, just flawless in terms of your body position and how you go about the ring. Really appreciate that. Young man, the same here. Your calf maybe wanted to work with you just a little more. Really appreciate your body position and how you handle the ring. Maybe at times, again with the calf, I appreciate its parked. Maybe just gets a little spread on those hind legs for me, a little too far back on my side at times right now. But again, really a nice job. Love your presence out here. Young man showing the bull. Know this bull, he's green and first time to town, I think. You know, he's been a little tougher to show. Right now, he's really getting him stuck. You know, maybe just some transitions as he goes, get those feet set just a little quicker. Again, that's just part of who you have as a dance partner. Really, again, appreciate your eye contact, knowing where you're at in the ring and handling the ring well. You do an excellent job there. Maybe just work on getting those feet set just a little quicker to be perfect. Young lady here with the fall calf, I believe, from earlier. Really appreciate her and this female. She has good body position out here. Maybe at times, though, I'd just like to see her gets that heifer just a little too spread most of the time in terms of her feet placement. Maybe just like to shorten her up just a touch. Maybe try to keep that tail down. That's tough when you have a heifer that always kind of wants to hold her tail up. But just those little things on feet placement would be the things I'd correct today. Young lady circling around here does an excellent job with this big bred heifer. You can tell her dance partner, they've been together before. She pretty well leads into line. Just her presence does a really nice job. Maybe a time or two, like to see her keep her front feet just a little more square. Caught her a couple times. Right now she's doing an excellent job. I think one that's really in contention. Then young lady on the end with the big bred heifer. Really like the presence, her intensity, body position again. Does a really good job of getting this heifer set into place, walked into it. Maybe again at times on the rear view she had that offside show side hind leg just a little further back than ideal, but also really appreciate that when this heifer does get a little out of line, she's right away fixing it, no matter where I'm at, what I'm doing. That is, yes, showmanship. You are presenting how well you show, but ultimately it's how well you show your cattle in the looks that you give the judge. So even if I'm looking and she's out of whack, get her fixed right then and there, and I appreciate how you do that. Again, very, very close. I'll go out. I think I just picked 2 today, so I'll go out and pick your Grand and Reserve.
Congratulations to Paxton Hoveley. She is your senior showmanship champion. And Taryn Cox of Walla Walla, Washington in reserve in your senior showmanship. I believe that with that, we're going to be pretty much good to go straight into our open show, the Charolais show. Class number 2 is going to be first out. Those will be tags 312 and 302. Your reserve champion in the showman, Taryn Cox, showing at 312 out of Walla Walla, Washington. And Cliff Livestock of Ellensburg brings us tag number 302. Our judge this morning for the open show, Mr. Matt Leo. Matt has judged shows all across the country, from Canada down to Texas and from New York to California and virtually all points in between. We will welcome into the show ring our first class in the open show, class number 2. Going to be looking at some junior heifer calves here, calved in January and February. A couple of February calves, tags 312 and 302. Our judge this morning, Matt Leo, is out of Snelling, California, where he and his wife Amanda and 2 sons Brody and Tristan own and operate Leo Brothers Cattle Company. Matt is a graduate of Texas A&M University, where he was on the judging team and graduated with an animal science degree. He's a commodity trader for Leo Pereira Associates, LLC, a commodities brokerage house located in Merced, California. He and his family are also partners in Kailor Seed and Discovery Gardens, a diversified farming and cattle operation in Klamath Falls, Oregon. And don't forget about the sale that we've got coming tonight. The On the Rocks Elite Genetics sale is going to be taking place here. Sale will take place at 5 o'clock, but come early because at 4 o'clock they're going to be serving hors d'oeuvres and appetizers. And they will have a no-host bar. And at 5 o'clock, we will be getting a chance to bid on 60-plus absolutely incredible lots. A whole lot of great opportunity for you afforded right here tonight. Make sure you stop by the sale office, pick yourself up a catalog, and get yourself educated on the opportunities that you'll have here later on this afternoon. And with that, we do welcome in our first class in the open show, class number 2, junior heifer calves. A couple of February calves to look at here. Good luck, open showman.
Well, what a nice way we've got to start off your Charolais show with these two nice February calves, and two that I think are really close in terms of their type and kind. I think there's some differences that set these apart. The heifer we're going to lead off with up here up front for me is one I sure like the way she's built, put together from the ground up. She's a long neck kind of a female, ties in neat and smooth, the point of her shoulder. Where I see the difference in these two heifers out here for me is I think she's stouter and burlier in terms of her rib cage. I think she's got more muscle to her. She's one that's a big pin kind of a female that's laid down her top so nice, and she's long and level back through her hip and her tail head set. Really nice heifer that comes out next in second, one that's sound on her feet and legs and really smooth to study from the side. She gets just a touch plainer about her front end. I think she's maybe a little bit flatter when you get right behind her, but I think that's an awful nice heifer there in terms of soundness and having some structural integrity. Two nice females out here. Congratulations to you.
Your reserve junior calf champion female. Congratulations going to Taryn Cox of Walla Walla, Washington. And your junior calf champion female comes to us from Cliff Livestock of Ellensburg, Washington. We'll go to class number 4 now, senior heifer calves. September and October calves here. Looks like we got a trio. Tag number 307 from the University of Idaho Beef Center of Moscow, Idaho. Also from Horseshoe Angus Ranch out of Connell, Washington, tag number 314. Horseshoe also bringing us tag number 315. This is class number 4. Class number 7, have it on your mind, tag 327. You are on deck. Class number 7, tag 327, you're on deck. Wow, we're checking out a pretty impressive class right here. Let me give a shout out to everybody that's out there watching on the World Wide Web. Thank you to the good folks at showbarnflix.com. If you want to be watching what's going on here in Billings, in the Expo Center, and particularly in the show ring, you can check it out from anywhere around the globe on showbarnflix.com, or you can go to the Show Barn Flix Facebook page and keep up to date on the shows going on at the NILE. Also, Next Level Images, they are getting photos of everybody in the show ring. They've got an office set up just kitty corner across the arena from where I'm at right now. You can go over there and check them out. If you've been showing this week, I guarantee you they'll have a great shot of you.
three really nice females we've got over here in this class and in this division. I think you've got some differences in type all the way across out here. The female we're going to elect to start off with for me is one that I think balances up so much better than the other two. One that's got some sweep to her belly down there and some curvature. You like her up through her front end and shoulders. I think she's really functional on her feet and legs. One that's loose in terms of her spine, yet she's still very functional back through her hip. She's got some stoutness and some broodiness to her. She's a nice female. The heifer that comes out right behind her, I think, is a lot like her in terms of type. A long neck, smooth-shouldered kind of a female, one that's growthy in terms of her type and kind. I like the rib shape she's got, how much body volume to go with that. If I could change this female as I compare her to that class winner, she wants to narrow and taper from her hooks to her pins. Stout-featured heifer that comes out next in third, one that's probably the biggest bone, one out here in the class, one that's presented really right. For me, I'd like to change her up in terms of her balance. She's got a shot more shoulder in her. We'd like to pick her up in her pins and level her out. Three nice females out here. Congratulations to you.
Class number 4, your senior heifer calves finishing in reserve off the Horseshoe Angus Ranch outfit of Connell, Washington. Tag number 314, that is Leslie's Dutchies. And your class champion also off the Horseshoe Angus place. Tag 315, HAA HACC Unlimited Venture. That's going to bring us to class number 7. Class number 7 right here, your late spring yearling females. Got an April calf to look at right here. Tag number 327 from J.D. Ledoux of Harold, South Dakota.
A single entry we've got out here, and a female that I think is incredible to study. A female, you sure like her when she gets out and goes. She has so much flex and ease off of both ends of her skeleton. And then you get her parked, and she gives you a killer look. Beautiful up through her front end. She's one that's got the right kind of body shape for me. She's uniform in her body depth. She's bolder in her forerib. She's deeper in her heart. She really maintains that depth back through her rear rib and flank. I like the condition and the rig they've got her in out here. A beautifully presented female, one I think you could go on and on about. I think she's pretty special out here. Congratulations to you.
Great single entry right there from J.D. Ledoux of Harold, South Dakota. Tag number 327, TRMS Lucinda. Class number 8 is going to be next out. We're going to look at one right here from the University of Idaho Beef Center in Moscow, Idaho. This is TCMS Berkeley, looking right here at an early spring yearling female. This one calving in March. From here, we're going to make our selection of champion spring yearling female. Then we'll drop right down to class number 9. Class 9, you are moments away. Tag 304, 317, and 313.
Well, March we bring out here as a single entry, one that sure is really pretty pattern in the way that she's put together. You like the length of neck and face she's got, one that's good in terms of her lines out here, real level and square back through her hip and her tail head set. Nice female that comes out. Congratulations.
Great entry right there from Moscow, Idaho's University of Idaho Beef Center. That's tag number 308, TCMS Berkeley. We're going to go right now to make selection of our champion spring yearling female and reserve champion spring yearling female.
As we come back out here and select this division with these two single entries, we've got our heifer up front that came out here. And as we talked about her before, one that's got worlds of good to her. And she comes back out. She's just got a different glow about her, I guess, out here in my eyes. And she's about my speed in terms of having some power and volume and still tying that together in a real stunning look. We've got the female right behind her that I think is lean and trim in the way that she's made, very feminine featured and good on her feet and legs. For me out here today, there's one that I think is a home run hit. That heifer up front will win this division, will fall right behind her and be reserved. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to your champion. JD Ledoux, Harold, South Dakota, going to be the champion with TRMS Lucinda, and the University of Idaho Beef Center finishes in reserve with TCMS Berkeley. Going to go right now to class number 9. Number 9, we're going to look right here at some late junior yearling females. Got 3 of them coming in. From Ellensburg, Washington, Cora Cattle Company brings us tag number 304. Jenna Calder of Pomeroy, Washington brings tag 317. And Taryn Cox of Walla Walla, tag number 313. This will be your junior champion female and reserve. And from there, we'll go to selection of our grand champion and reserve grand champion females.
We're going to go ahead and leave these females the way they stand out here in the ring. The heifer we're going to start off with in this class is one that I think just outpowers everything out here by a whole bunch. At the same time, she's got a lot of eye appeal to her and look. She balances up really good. One that's big-footed. She's deep-heeled. Still very clean in terms of her joints. You like how sappy-middled she is and how loose she is in terms of her structure. I think she looks just as good on the move as she does standing there. The heifer that comes out right behind her does have the advantage, I think, of being longer and leaner about her neck. I think she's really smooth in terms of her top line and level and square back to that hip. One that I think is real angular in the way that she's put together and designed. She just gets a little bit out-horsed and out-powered out here. And then we've got the heifer we round the class off with. One that I think is really practical in terms of her build. She's sound structured. She's moderate in her frame size. She's one that's got some fleshing ease and body volume. She's one we'd like to pick her up in terms of her front end just a touch and stouten her up in the way that she's made. 3 nice heifers out here. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to your reserve champion junior female. That's tag number 317 from Jana Calder of Pomeroy, Washington. 3G is Miss Redemption. And Cora Cattle Company of Ellensburg with the junior champion female, Berkeley Telly 2. Let's go now to make selection of our grand champion and reserve champion female. Good luck to all those that are in contention for selection.
What a great lineup you've got out here, these Charolais females. If we could, folks, help me out. Let's give these exhibitors and breeders and everybody involved with this great breed a big round of applause if we could out here. I think this is an impressive female show. Not big on numbers, but I think you're sure bigger on quality out here. We've got some females all the way across out here that are built that like I like them. Cattle that are built stout and sound from the ground up. They've got some body to them. They've got some shape. Cattle that balance up, but at the same time, they still look like females, and they're good looking out here. Great lineup. We've got some great reserve divisions over here. There's one out here in my eyes I think is big time good. I'm going to go out and show you the two that I like. Let's give another round of applause if we could.
Congratulations to your reserve right there from Cora Cattle Company of Ellensburg, Washington, tag 304. And your grand champion female wearing tag number 327 and shown by J.D. Ledoux. That is TRMS Lucinda. That one's sired by M&M Outsider out of TR Ms. Berkeley. We're going to pull up here just for a hot second and get our photo ops taken care of over by the NILE backdrop. All of our photo ops, you can get her underway right here. Bull calves, going to be looking at some January and February calves as we get rolling into the bull show. You're just a few minutes away. Welcome back to the Charolais Show. It is go time for the Junior Bulls. We're going to bring in a handful of them right here. Tag 303 from Cliff Livestock of Ellensburg, Washington. Going to bring a CL7 high wire. Cora Cattle Company of Ellensburg, Washington. Tag number 305. CCCL7 Maverick. University of Idaho Beef Center out of Moscow, Idaho with tag number 309, UI Loaded Gun. Also from University of Idaho Beef Center, tag number 310, UI Frosty Outlier. And then Stockton Stroh of Roy, Montana, going to bring us tag number 323. That is SS Black Bart.
Well, a really nice way to start your bull show off with that here. And I think you've got two really interesting individuals on the top of this class, and I think it gets really close up. I opted to go with the bull up front. I thought there was more to him. I think he's a bigger bodied bull. He's bigger legged. I love the set he's got to his rear, too. Big footed. His feet are shaped right out here. He's a large testicled individual. You get over the top side of his skeleton, he works plenty of shape down his top. Very functional back through that hip and rump and tail head set, but at the same time, he's loaded with red meat. The bull that comes out right behind him in second, I think, is a pretty pattern bull. He's really petted. He's long-necked. He's one that ties in neat at the point of his shoulder. You like him down his top and how square-hipped he is. He gives up just a little bit of bone and power as you compare him back to that good class winner. A big growthy bull that comes out next in third here. One that I think is good on his feet and legs in terms of soundness. You sure like the muscularity and the power he's got. One that's really smooth and neat at the point of his shoulder. For me, compared to those top two bulls that lead out in front of him, we'd like to give him a shot more body. We'd like to see him with a little bit more substance and bone underneath. And then we've got a bull that comes out right behind him. One that I think is a big hip bull that's got a lot of muscle and depth to him when you get back in terms of his twist. He's great on his feet and legs in terms of flexibility. He gets a little bit weaker right behind his shoulders. He's a little bit rounder and open at the point of his shoulder. We'd like to smoothen him up and balance him up through his front end just a tick better. Another really sound-legged calf that comes out that's stout-boned. He's one for me. We'd like to stouten him up in terms of his type and kind and give him a shot more muscle. We'd like to give him some more base width as he travels. Nice set of bulls out here with a close top placing on top. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to your reserve junior calf champion right there. Tag number 305 from Cora Cattle Company of Ellensburg, Washington. And your champion, tag number 303 from the Clift Livestock Outfit, also of Ellensburg, Washington. Going to take a look right now at a single entry. A late summer yearling bull. This one got an August birth date. Tag number 311 from the University of Idaho Beef Center in Moscow, Idaho.
Nice single entry that comes out here with this bull. One that I think is real masculine in terms of his type and kind. He's one that's got some width and thickness and power to him. You sure like the length of body to him and how functional he is and the way he's designed in his feet and legs. Nice bull out here. Congratulations to you.
Impressive single entry right there. That's tag number 311. That's going to be your intermediate bull champion. We'll go right now and make selection of our grand champion and reserve. All those in contention for selection of Grand Champion Bull, welcome back to the Ford F-150 show ring, and good luck. Produce of Dam, you are on deck.
Well, a really nice bull show you've got out here today in your Charolais show, and we've got some bulls that come back out here, and you like the stoutness, you like the power about them, you like the reach they've got in terms of when they get out in stride, but more importantly, I think they're bulls that complement a lot of things. They're stout the way they're put together. They're the right size for their age. I appreciate the condition and the shape they've got them in for this age and this time of year out here. A nice lineup out here. Let's give them a round of applause. I'm going to go show you the two that I like for Grand and Reserve. Congratulations.
Congratulations to your Grand Champion and Reserve Grand Champion Bulls. That's going to bring us to class number 25, Produce of Dam, a single entry here, tag number 312 from Taryn Cox of Walla Walla, Washington. Composite Spring Heifer calves, you are on deck.
Well, a single entry we've got here in the Produce a Dam show, but one that I think, I guess we got one more coming. We'll take another look at this Produce a Dam out here. We've got two entries, and ones I think you should be awfully proud about that you've got presented and you've bred and managed. The Bulls are going to go ahead and win this class out here in this division. We're going to follow to the left over there, and they'll be reserved. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to Cliff Livestock there, finishing on top of the class with Produce of Dam. An equal congratulations going to Taryn Cox of Walla Walla, Washington. We're going to take some pictures right here, then we'll come back, I believe, with class number 30, Composite Spring Heifer calves. We are good to go. Going to kick it off again here with class number 30, Composite Spring Heifer Calves. Going to take a look at a March calf right here. Going to be shown by none other than Mr. Holden Limits. This is tag number 318. Composite Junior Heifer Calves. January and February calves. Be ready, please.
Nice way to start your composite show off with out here, and you bring this gray heifer out. One that I think is really fancy in the way that she's put together, but to go with that, one that's got worlds of look and future about her. She's cool neck, she's smooth-shouldered, good on her running gear out here, yet she's still stout, balances up good. Nice single entry. Congratulations to you.
Great single entry right there. Again, that one's shown by Holden Limits of Pomeroy, Washington. That is 3Gs, Miss Sandollar. Class 31 coming at you right here. Got a handful of them. Tag number 324 shown by Cora Rose Tani of Ephrata, Washington. This is C&O Carmel. Grayson Slaybaugh going to bring his tag number 320. 3Gs is Miss Smokin' Azealia. Tommy Joe Gentry brings his tag number 319. 3Gs Miss Smoking Game. And Cora Rose Tani out of Ephrata, Washington, one more time, bringing his tag number 325, C&O LC.
Two really elite individuals that come out here. We're going to go ahead and use this peach-colored heifer to lead off with. For me, I think she's one that balances up, so pretty. One that I think is more stunning in terms of her profile. She's longer neck. She's flatter at the point of her shoulder, straighter and stronger in terms of her lines, and she's one that's beautiful in terms of her underline and the way she carries that rib cage. If you wanted to change her a little bit, you could get right behind her and give her a shot more muscle. I think that's a pretty nice heifer. I like the condition they've got and how lean she is through her front end. The gray heifer that comes out next right behind her, she is stout featured in the way that she's put together. She reads with more natural width and thickness down her top. She's a stouter pinned female, one that's really sound on her feet and legs in terms of the way that she goes. The differences I see out here in my eyes, I think she gets a little bit thicker about her neck. She's one we'd like to lean her up down in her chest. The smoke-colored heifer that comes out next in third, stout-featured kind of a female, one that's wide in her pin set. She's got some top shape to her, really long and elegant up through her front end. For me, if you could go through and change her, we'd like to tone her down, and her tail head just a touch. We'd like to loosen her up in that hock. Stout-featured female we round the class off with. One, you like how big boned she is and how big-footed she is. She's one that's got plenty of power to her and body. She wants to be just a touch coarser and open at the point of her shoulder out here. 4 nice females. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to Cora Rose Ton. I'll be afraid of Washington going to finish reserve there. And also be the class champion to tag 324, C&O Carmel. We're going to make selection of our champion heifer calf right here and reserve. Welcome back to the show ring. All those in contention for selection, and get off my foot, you big dumb bovine.
As we come out here for calf champion over here on the Composite show, we've got a nice class winner up front. The young man's got that heifer comes out here, and one that's really neat about her neck and trimmed through her throat latch and gives you a stunning look from the side. At the same time, she's one that's broody about her middle and still has some power. We come back to our peach-colored heifer out here, and one I think as you study her from the side, you really appreciate all the good that she's got. One that's elevated in terms of her chest floor to the ground. She's beautiful from her shoulders forward, but at the same time, she's one that's straight and strong in her lines, yet still loose in terms of her structure. She's one that's feminine in the way that she's made, yet still burly in terms of her rib cage and sappy in her middle. The gray heifer right next to her is one we talked about long and hard in class, about how sound structured she is and how powerful in the way she's designed. Those heifers that came out of our second class in this division, we're going to go ahead and keep them together. They're going to be your champion reserve. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to our reserve heifer calf champion right there. That's tag 325, shown by Cora Rose Tani of Afraid of Washington. Also taking the champion heifer position is Cora Rose out of Afraid of with tag 324. That will bring us to class 33, a single entry here, number 326. Cora Rose Tani of Afraid of Washington, class 35. You're going to be on deck with tag 316.
A single entry that comes on out here, and one that I think is really nice and it presented really well. One, you sure like how practical she is in terms of her build, really conservative in that size. A great-bodied kind of a female in terms of depth and spring. She's sound on her feet and legs, and a stout, heavy-structured kind of a female that's got some power, some broodiness, and got some width and thickness to her. Congratulations to you.
Impressive single entry right there. Let's move right now to class number 35. Class 35 is going to be shown by Paxton Hovley of Peyton, Idaho. Tag 316, Miss Chantel Outsider. We'll make our champion yearling female selection and then grand champion following this class.
Really nice female that comes out here as a single entry. And when you start from the ground and work your way up, studying this female, she's got a big old set of feet on her. She sounds structured. She's a big bone female, yet still clean in terms of her joints. I like how pulled apart she is underneath in her rib cage. She's one that's got some power and some stoutness to her. If you're going to be ultra critical about this female, she wants to get up in her top just a touch when she travels. I think that's being real minor on one this good. Congratulations to you.
Very nice entry right there. Single entry for your Composite winter yearling female. Going to be, of course, the class champion. We'll move now to make our selection of champion yearling female. We'll invite tag 326 back to the Ford F-150 show ring. Cora Rose Ton of Ephrata, Washington. If you are in contention for selection of grand champion female, cock your hammer. You are on deck.
Well, two single entries we bring out here in contention for your champion division and reserve. We've got a May, I believe, up front that's coming out here, and one we talked about her before. One that's really good on her feet and legs. One you like the body volume about her and how powerful she is. Yet at the same time, she's one that reads with a lot of potential cow power to her. I like the stoutness and the structure she's got in the look. Then we come back here to a February, and one that I think from the side, you love her. She gets rolling out here, and you get right behind her. You like the power. You like the broodiness. She's one that fits the bill for me out here today. She's going to go ahead and be your champion. We're going to roll up front to that heifer for reserve. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to your champion right there, Paxton Holy of Payette, Idaho. Tag number 316 and the reserve yearling female. The award goes to Cora Rose Tani of Ephrata, Washington. Let's make our selection now for grand champion female.
Well, a really nice composite female show you've got out here, and our division winners and reserves are ones I think you stand back and you study them and you watch them out here, and they're cattle you're impressed with. They're cattle that are feminine the way they're put together. They're sound structured. They've got some power and some added look and some body volume to go with that, and they balance up so well. It's been a lot of fun to sort through your Charolais and your composite show this morning out here. These are some cattle like this type and kind we've implemented back at home. They've done us worlds of good, and those cows have given us a lot of longevity and future to go along with the program. I'm going to hang up the mic and go out and show you the two that I like. Before we do that, let's put our hands together and give these exhibitors a big round of applause.
Congratulations to your reserve champion right there. Tag 324 shown by Cora Rose Taney of Ephrata, Washington. And congratulations to our grand champion female, tag 316, Paxton Hoveley of Payette, Idaho. Well, that is going to be the conclusion of our activity in the show ring for just a little while here. Congratulations and a thank you to the entire Charolais show. Very impressive show. One of my very favorites. We're going to shut her down for a little while, but don't think for a minute that it's going to be plumb dead in the show ring, because they're going to start setting up for tonight's sale. Don't forget about that at 5 o'clock on the Rocks Elite Genetics sale. Sale starts at 5 o'clock, but don't wait till 5 o'clock. Show up early. At 4 o'clock, there's going to be hors d'oeuvres and appetizers, as well as the bar will be open. And then at 5, those 60-plus lots of absolutely phenomenal opportunities will be up on the auction block, and we would get you a catalog out of the sale office if you show desire.